there, this is the video on the beginning of the sine trig functions, and you will need a scientific calculator for this. You can use your phone, and oops. Okay, so you guys all know that if you turn your phone sideways, it'll go from a kind of boring calculator to a way more exciting, hello, come on, scientific calculator. This is the one I have. I think either a student left it in the classroom or they gave it to me at the end of the year and said, I'm never going to use this again. You know what? It's fine. Student, as long as it's a scientific one, the scientific calculators at the dollar store, you go to the right place, you can get one for $1.25 or it's $3. Those will work fine. Don't go spend like 150 bucks on a big fancy graphing calculator because you really don't need one. If you're going to spend money, probably not over 20 bucks, but let's see if you guys can see this. There's two, this is my magic button. See, NCR and NPR. Those stand for permutations and combinations, and that is a section in the Math 30. And if you have those buttons on your calculator, it's going to make life a little bit easier. But if all you have is, I don't know, not sure if it's on your phone, or the one from a dollar store, you certainly can do the questions. It's just a couple extra key punches. Nothing amazing. Okay. Anyway, so the first thing we want to do is make sure our calculators are set right. And it has to be set to degrees. For example, my phone here, you can see it's set to degrees because one, it says degree right there. But sometimes students get a little paranoid and they're not sure. So the one thing that you can remember is tangent 45 degrees is equal to 1. Even if you don't fully understand what that means right now, if I punch in tan 45, boom, my calculator gives me 1, and I know it's set correctly. Now, if I show you my phone, well, okay, first of all, it's not in degrees. I just want to show you what happens. So 45 and tangent. You get 1 point. It's supposed to be 1. Also, I don't know if you caught that, but on my calculator, I have to put tan and then the number. On my phone, I put the number and then tangent. And that's just a matter of practicing with it. So with my phone, you can see here, looks a little fuzzy to me, but it says degree. So if I click that, that rad disappears. And now if I go 45 and tangent, I get 1. I know my calculator is set. And the rad is not meaning that I'm totally cool, man, so rad. Sorry, I do. It stands for radians. It's just a different way of measuring circles or measuring angles. And there's another one called, you might have grad or GRA or just a G. And I Googled that, and that is for, literally, it's called a grad. It's yet another way, and it is 1/400th of the distance around a circle. I didn't know that until about 15 minutes ago. Just saying. Anyway, write out, so make sure it's set, and write out the keying sequence for your calculator. Now, this is the one my calculator that I use all the time. I'm going to fess up. Oh, wait a minute. Second, degrees. Nope. I don't know how to reset it. I don't want to, but you might want to write here that it's, you know, whatever specific button you hit to make sure it's sitting in degrees. Couple of things we're going to do now. We're just going to use our calculator. Not worried about triangles right now. So if you know the angle and you need the ratio, sometimes this happens. Move my calculator so y'all can see it. And we're just going to go, okay, first of all, it's not sin. This is not church. It is not sin. It is sine. And if you need to put little e's in there to remind yourself, that's cool. So my calculator, sine goes in first, and then 45. Oh, there. Okay. I got that weird thing on my calculator. It tries to give me fractions before anything, before decimals. We want, it says round your answer to 4 decimal places. I don't know if, I think that's just tradition. I don't know, it's always been 4 decimal places, so 0.7071. 7071. That's it. Done. All right, now let's try sine 65. 0.9063. Okay, pause the video, do the other two over here. You did right. Punch it in your calculator. Sine 30. Ooh, 0.5. Every once in a while, these will turn out to be, I want to say pretty numbers, like exact numbers, not a whole bunch after the decimal. It's okay, it doesn't matter. Sine 87 equals 0.9986. That's all there is to it. And on my calculator, my keying sequence was hit my sine button, and then hit my numbers, and then I think it was hit the equal sign. That's important, and I encourage you to write that down. Okay, 2 things. I encourage you to write it down, and I encourage you to, once you have your calculator that you're going to use, hide it somewhere and look after it. There's nothing worse than suddenly trying to do an assignment and you don't have the right calculator and you're not sure how to key in stuff. We don't need to add extra stress to our lives. So for mine, when I'm using my calculator, I put in sine and the number. When I'm using my phone, it's the number and the sign. So it depends on the calculator. All right. Now, sometimes you need to, you know the ratio, so you know the decimal part, and you want to work back and you want to get the angle. So for example, sine P is equal to 0.9397. And what we're going to do is we're going to use something called inverse sine. So it's the opposite, just like addition and subtraction are inverses of one another. Multiplication and division, sine and inverse sine are the opposites. So it allows you to, knowing the ratio, go back and find the angle. Second sine. So in my calculator, it's the second function. Sometimes it says inverse. I don't know what else it might say. But see how it punches up sine to the -1? Where normally if I just hit sine, it just, okay, it just says sine. But second sine, so this tells me I'm doing my inverse, 0.9397. And it gives me 70 degrees. And this says round to the nearest whole degree, 70 degrees. Don't be afraid to put the little degree sign in there. All right, so second sine, 0.1736. 1736 is 9.997, and I want to the nearest, it would be 10 degrees. Yeah, hold on, something doesn't sit right with me. Let me try that again. Second sine, 0.1736. Oh, got the same answer. Oh, just seemed weird. So double check. All right, sine y. So to find angle y, I go second sine, punch it in, 0.9659. Oh, if you're excited and you're going, but why isn't she punching the 0? Well, it's not necessary, but if you want to, enjoy. I'm going to give you the same answer. Boom, 74.99. So that's 75 degrees. Try it out. Look, y'all knew that. 0.9659. Same answer. So whatever works for you. And the last one, second sine, 0.4067. And 23.99 degrees. So it's going to be 24 degrees. Okay, keying sequence is second sine, and then my number key, and my equals. Now, make sure you're not just copying exactly what I have. If it's different on your calculator, write down what it is. And by the way, I'm going to write display sine to -1, just to remind myself that's what I should be looking for. So, how do I know when I'm supposed to press sine and when I'm supposed to press second sine? Well, if you have the angle, okay, like here, then it's just plain sine. If you don't have the angle, you press second sine. But sometimes you get stressed out and you can't remember that. Well, here we go. If I do sine, 0.3456. Okay, according to this, I just have an angle of 0.006 degrees. The chances of you having a question where that is the actual measure of an angle in a triangle, pretty rare, pretty slim pickings there. That's probably not going to be right. So this is a terrible way to teach it, but you know what? If you go second sine, 0.3456. Oh, look, it's 20 degrees. Yes, odds are much better in your favor that that is the right answer. So if you make a mistake and use sine instead of sine to the -1, your angle's too tiny and it doesn't make any sense. 0.06 degrees. Okay, so sine -1, 0.3456, 20 degrees. That one is much more likely to be the answer. Now, the other one, if I do sine r is equal to 17 degrees, so if I'm looking for my angle, I should use my inverse. Second sine 17, it's going to give you an error. Sine, and I'm going to tell you that answer right now, values ranges between -1 and +1. So this one gives you an error. But if you go just plain old sine 17 degrees, oh, I don't know what that is. There's not going to be an error. 2934. That is a much more reasonable one. You can always kind of check. And if you get it wrong and you get an error, just go, oh, should have used the other one. But basically, if you're looking for an angle, or sorry, if you have the angle, you just press sine and the number. If you don't have the angle, that's when you press the inverse. And that is the end of the video. Have an awesome day.